Hey everyone, this is Alex. Today we're going to go over the process of building this kitchen peninsula. Here's our SketchUp model showing the initial design. The tabletop itself is 30 inches wide, 70 inches long, and about 2 inches thick. So here's the tabletop getting milled and glued up. You can see a little knot that got filled there with some epoxy. So this is shaping the profile on the edge of the tabletop. It goes from a chamfer on the overhanging portion to a square edge that rests on the counter. Um, it's a nice little design element to flow the two areas together. So first was with the draw knife, then we're cleaning it up with the spoke shave. We wind up with a few flat ridges left. You know, with the spoke shave, you never get it completely round, but it's really nice hand feel, you know, when you reach under the table there. Next is cleaning up the edge with the Stanley 4.5 plane. It's a little bit wider than a regular number 4. Lets me cover more area. Nice beefy tool. So here's the end result of that, and then all the shavings. So next step is turning the legs. This is the last bit of that process. The legs are turned from ash. Nice sturdy hardwood, contrasts well with the walnut top. I am by no means an expert turner, but with a bit of sanding and some sharp tools, it works up pretty nice. You'll see the tenon on the left there, top left of the screen. So this jig I made helps me drill the holes for the legs at the correct angle. The legs splay out a little bit, and this helps me line that up. It's a wooden plug on a Forstner bit. So next up is reaming out these holes. This is a tapered reamer that I made myself. This turns that straight hole into a tapered hole. That gives you a stronger joint between the leg and the tabletop. You'll see here when I slip the leg in, it's a really snug, solid fit. So next we'll do the glue up of the legs. I went with liquid hide glue here. It's nice compared to your normal wood glue like a Type-On, because the glue doesn't grab right away. It acts more as a lubricant. So when you're fitting something like this, it gives you a little bit more time to reposition. The pieces slide together real nice. A little bit of glue in the hole. Pop the leg in from underneath so it's resting on the ground. And make sure that we get that kerf that's going to get the wedge lined up just right. Hammer it home. And then glue up and knock in the wedge. Alright, once that's dry, we come back with our Japanese pull saw and trim that excess off. I'm using the business card to stay a little bit proud of the surface of the table, just so I don't scuff it up too much. And I've got some blue tape on the other side of the saw to cover those teeth. Then we come back and smooth it out with the hand plane again. And then some final sanding. I hand plane the whole top first, and then come back with fairly high grit sandpaper just to make sure that everything is nice and even and smooth. Then we're going to go with a coat of boiled linseed oil. I did 2 coats of that for color, and then a clear water-based finish for added protection. So here I am sawing a groove in the underside of the top. So the purpose of this groove is to lock onto a shelf that's hung on the wall in the kitchen. It keeps the tabletop tight up against the wall, but also allows it to slide back and forth. So you'll see in the final shot the two positions for the table. So after two curves with the circular saw, we clean it up with the chisel and then the router plane. I like to do this instead of going in with a power router, just because it's a little safer at this point in the process. With the electric router, things can go wrong real fast, and like I said, at this point in the process, that'd be a major bummer. So then we just come back and put a nice little chamfer on that detail. And as we're coming up to the end of the video, just want to say thank you guys for watching. We have the final result coming up here soon. Stay tuned to the channel. There will be more videos coming up. And here we have the final result after installation. You can see the Peninsula start out in the furthest out position up against the wall. If you're having a bunch of people over, this gives you a little bit more extra room. You can set some appetizers and use it as a buffet, and then you can slide it out and set stools all around and seat 6 people. So that's it. Thank you very much.